What's up, guys? Thanks for tuning in. I'm about to hear one of my old school favorite bands. Haven't heard them in a long time. A long time. And I'm about to react to their newest album, which I haven't heard. So if you want to skip my heartfelt childhood memory story, you can skip right to the video. But I wanted to give you at least an intro that this is my first time hearing their newest album, and I'm super stoked. That's pretty much the moral of the story. All right? What's up, guys? Inscription. Today we're going to be going over one of my old school favorite bands, Slipknot. So I used to listen to Slipknot back in high school, and to give you an idea of what album that was probably Volume 3. And but the first time I ever heard them was a song called Left Behind off of their Iowa album. And that song immediately hooked me. That was the first one I ever heard. And there was something about the drums, right? The drums are what hooked me. It was like, they have this like really stomping like vibe to them. It's like, it's so tom heavy, and it stomps. And that coupled with like the rolling kind of guitar that they have was it was like a weird like vibe of like kind of like almost like, I don't know, it kind of like brought you to this weird like jungle vibe, you know. You're just like, and I was like, damn, this band's crazy, bro. And so then I obviously downloaded both of their albums on LimeWire. So I got the self-titled, I got Iowa. And back then, I think the only other heavy band I listened to at that time was like Korn. But I was mostly into like punk and stuff. Anyway, where I was going with that. So then I heard their other stuff like Isla, Spit It Out, Wait and Bleed. And, I was kind of hooked at that point. And so I always had a constant rotation of those two albums, in my car. And then they released Volume 3, and that one really hooked me because that one was more melodic. Nowadays, I'm kind of like, I don't know about that album as much. Volume 3, it's a little simplistic. But regardless, at the time, that was what really hooked me. And so then I started to listen to like all the releases every time they had one. All Hope Is Gone, the Gray Chapter. But I stopped for a long time. Like, when did the Gray Chapter come out? 2011, 12, something like that. I probably pretty much haven't listened to them since I went into like heavier metal, like kind of like Lamb of God, Children of Bodom, stuff like that. And then I went into like electronic music, for the longest time, and rap and hip hop. So I kind of been all over the place. And recently I've been getting back into metal more. I mean, as you can see on this channel, I'm certainly reacting to a lot of metal. For some reason, I need like that. I need that real instrument, real drums, real guitar. I need that realness for some reason. I don't know what it is. The electronic music, even though it's like catchy, it sounds good, and it's like instantly appealing, it's not doing it for me anymore. I even used to write electronic music, so I know how hard it is to write some of it, and make it sound good and master it and all that stuff, and make a good synth and make a good bass, all that stuff. It's hard, but it's just for some reason I'm just into the metal now, right? So I just thought about Slipknot again because I haven't heard them in a freaking million years. And so I listened to, I kind of left off where I started where I left off. I started listening to We Are Not Your Kind. And I was freaking blown away, dude. Like, I think that what they're doing, like their sound is so iconic. Like no one sounds like them, first of all. But not only that, is some of the metal that comes out lately is kind of generic. It's kind of simplistic too. But Slipknot manages to kind of stand out with the newer albums. So I decided, well, after listening to We Are Not Your Kind and really enjoying it, I figured I would just react to the new album for the first time on camera, okay? So you're going to see me listen to one of my old school, back in the day, favorite bands. I'm going to listen to their newest album for the first time. All right? So I'm going to do it in pieces. So this time I'm going to be doing Adderall. So let's get it going. Let's go. Bro, that mask. That shit's crazy. Holy shit. That is actually scary, bro. Imagine seeing that, like, fucking peeking out your closet in the middle of the night. Are you kidding me, dude? I'm freaking... I can't. I feel like this is Adderall. I think of like intense music, but I feel like this is going to be one of their intro songs.
Shallow graves and deepest fears. No one tells me why I'm here.
Ooh, that bass is nice. And so is that like little guitar. Got the piano. What is going on, bro? Is this the same band? Whoa, this is crazy, dude. See, this is what I'm talking about. This is original. You know, this is I've never heard stuff like this really. Like maybe like a concept album, like a metal concept album. I've honestly. What's it saying? Ooh, you know, oh, he's on to you now. Okay. ha, 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 ha. Ooh, you know. See you. Almost sounds like gorillas. Kind of random, but woo, woo. Yo, that's a good intro, man. That's a good intro song, bro. Damn. They're already setting it up to be like artistic. Like that's like already an artistic album. Like I can already tell this is going to be just creative. You know what I mean? They're going to take some liberties. They're going to take some risks. This is interesting. This is for sure interesting. I noticed that more coming from the Grey album going to what's like the end of all things. The end. Oh, We Are Not Your Kind. And I noticed that transition from those two albums was a definite uptick in creativity. Like the Grey Chapter kind of like, for me, it kind of perfected like, so I kind of separated into three different groups, right? You got old school Slipknot, which is the first two albums. You have like middle Slipknot, which was like Volume 3, All Hope Is Gone, and The Grey Chapter. That's kind of like middle Slipknot for me. With The Grey Chapter, you could kind of tell they were headed towards stuff like We Are Not Your Kind, and the end is, I can't remember the names of the albums. The end of whatever the new album's called. Jeez, man, I'm fucking bad. The End So Far. Those, you can kind of tell like The Grey Chapter was like a bridge to those, but I still consider that like middle Slipknot. Like, but when I listened to We Are Not Your Kind, I was like, damn, this is definitely starting to they're starting to change again. This is the first album where they're different again, and this is kind of like new Slipknot. The last two albums are like new Slipknot for me, at least so far that I can tell. This is going to be kind of like a continuation of that. I'm guessing, right? I'm guessing they're not going to. This isn't going to be some, you know. It's not going to go back to like, say, like, you know, Volume 3 or something, or All Hope Is Gone or anything like that. Because that was just wildly creative. I mean, hell of an intro. I like what they're doing with the, I don't know if this is just for Adderall, but the kind of like, it's like a quasi kind of showcase of like the Mask and Corey and kind of his past and everything. Some of the past clips that were showing up on the left side. It's kind of cool. Pretty neat. Definitely more appealing to look at than like just like a face or just the album cover. But yeah, that was really good. I can't wait to see more. I'm probably going to post the next one tomorrow. So if you like this video, definitely like, subscribe. I'll be back tomorrow with more. Tomorrow is going to be the Dying song, which I believe has a video. That'll be kind of cool. But that's it for me. I'm out. Peace.